So today, I want to talk about motivation, how to get motivated, and then how to stay motivated. Now, motivation is something that a lot of people tend to struggle with. So they want to do things, they want to achieve things, but they tend to struggle with first of all getting the motivation and then staying motivated. And so I have little tricks. Well, not tricks, just the way I get motivated and stay motivated. And one of the things you have to do is be honest with yourself and tell you can be honest with yourself. It doesn't matter what the world thinks. You just be aware, be very self-aware, know where you are and where you want to be. So if you know that, for example, you want to look a certain way, you have certain goals in mind to achieve. So you have to first of all be honest with yourself as to where you are. And then, you have to admit that yourself. It's okay. If I feel like I'm a failure here, then be honest with yourself to say that. And then at least just tell yourself that and know that. And then say, okay, where do I want to be? So first thing to do is to get you motivated is to be aware where you are and where you want to be. And you then think of the end goal. So, okay, this is where I am and I want to be here, and that's your end goal. I want to achieve this. And then next thing you ask yourself is, how much do I want it? Now, whatever goal you want to achieve, you have to bear in mind that there are consequences. What I mean by consequences is the sacrifices you have to make, the things you have to do to make sure you achieve those goals. So you have to ask yourself, first of all, how much you want it. Do you want it enough? And that would then determine, how you go ahead. Now, if you want it badly enough, then you would do anything to achieve those goals. So which means that you would make the necessary sacrifice to achieve those goals or that particular goal. And so after telling yourself the truth as to where you are and then where you want to be, you then ask yourself how much you want it. So on a scale of 1 to 10, you should want it 20. Really, you should want it really, really bad. So you tell yourself that I really want this. And so, which means that once you know how much you want it, that would then determine how much sacrifices you're willing to make and how much you're willing to put in to achieve that goal. And now the next thing is to set a plan of action. So, okay, let's say if your plan is to keep fit and be strong, then it's okay. I ought to look a certain way. It's okay for me to look this way. I have to go to the gym. Or I have to do certain things. Or, if you're studying, if your goal is to get an A, you say, okay, I want to get an A in X amount of subject or modules. And so the next thing is, how do I go about it? You then set a plan, but you have to keep at the back of your mind the end goal. I want to, and how you will feel once you achieve that. So that's another motivating factor. Once you think, okay, I want to achieve this, and how am I going to feel? If I'm going to feel great, then I want to get that feeling. And so you go, okay, you then set a plan of how you're going to achieve these goals. So set a plan, and then if it means, if I want to get A in a module or a subject, then I have to then structure a plan and say, okay, I have to put more work in this particular subject or subjects that I want to get A's in. And if your goal is to look a certain way or be fit and strong, you then say, okay, I have to first of all get a gym membership. That helps. Get a gym membership and then say, okay, I've got a gym membership. I have to then structure how many days I'm going to be in the gym. And in those in those days, how many hours will I put in my workout? Once that's done, the next plan would then be, okay, what will be my workout? Set a workout routine for yourself. Okay. Now, the end goal usually is, it's short term, but not very short. So it could be 6 months, it could be a year. Okay, you want to get that in a year or achieve those results in a year or 6 months. So what you then have to do is, it's quite long for some people. And so what you have to also remember to do is celebrate the little wins. And so get started. So you've done the basic thing, be honest with yourself, and you know where you want to be, and then ask yourself how much I want it and how much am I willing to give up, or how much sacrifice am I willing to make to achieve these results or these goals. And the next thing is set a plan of action. Now, once that plan of action is set, the next thing is start it. And once you start, always remember to celebrate the small wins. Don't wait for the final, for the big reveal or the final achievement for you to celebrate. Always celebrate the small wins. That helps. And so once you start studying and if your aim is to get an A in a subject or module, and you've gone from an E, you work hard and push yourself, you get C, and then say, okay, what is you celebrate that C. You don't have to wait for the A to celebrate. Just celebrate the C, be happy about it. Same thing, if your goal is to keep fit or look good, start off by going to the gym. And within the first month, look back and go, okay, have I kept my routine? Am I seeing changes? Yes, it might not be the perfect changes I want to see. It's not perfect just yet, but I'm happy. So you celebrate that, okay? And then you continue pushing on. But I always say, always remember the end goal and why you want it, okay? And then how much you want that goal. I think with this, it sounds simple, but it's not that simple. You just need to be honest with yourself and then want it enough. And that's the only thing that would really move you. You have to want it enough. You have to keep telling yourself, I want this thing enough. I want to achieve this by the end of this period. I want this. Okay? And then you put in the work. Okay? Sometimes you will get discouraged. Sometimes it gets tough. But again, you always have to kind of take a little step back. First of all, review your progress. When that happens, when you start to feel, things are getting tough, you're not where you think you want to be, or you don't think that the 6 months or 1 year plan is achievable. That's okay. You can move the bars a little bit, but just make sure you keep working. Okay, and when you feel like I can't do it, I'm gonna stop. You just look back at your progress so far, and if you see that you've made progress, celebrate that. And then still again, go back and remember why you want to achieve this goal and how you're going to feel once you achieve it. That should be enough to push you, okay? And then if you see how much you've done so far, of course you won't be, when you didn't start at all. It will be different from when you started to, even if it's just 2 weeks in or a month. Of course there's going to be a difference. Just have to look back and go, okay, I've made this progress. Now, if I continue another 2 weeks, another month, there'll be more progress. Always remember that. And then that means that the more work you put in and, the more little progress you make or little challenges you overcome, the closer you get to your goal. And so if there are other ways that that you can motivate yourself. If you feel like you have questions you want to ask, feel free to leave the questions or comments in the section below, and I'm very happy to respond. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and share.